Thank you, and very glad and my pleasure to be here as part of this panel. I'm Vijay Raman Subramanian. I'm the Managing Director for Verizon in India. Listen, at Verizon, we take pride in being one of the most inclusive organizations. Not only about gender, about everything, whether it is race, gender, religion, region, age. We are a very inclusive workplace. Now, if you look at what we call as our credo document, our credo basically is a set of guiding principles. We are very clear about the fact that we are an organization that will support and develop any kind of individual that works for us, irrespective of their backgrounds. Being an inclusive organization for us is not just about smart business, because the world as we know it is extremely diverse. The marketplace is diverse, our customers are diverse. It's not only that, but it's actually the right thing to do. The best thing that we can do is to make sure that we nurture talent. And we also take pride in the fact that we have one of the best, we are rated as one of the best working places for women in the world and also in India. And at Verizon India, we foster the same culture as that of our parent. So we have a very, very robust diversity and inclusion club. We have a very robust diversity and inclusion charter for the organization. And a senior leadership level, we have around 33% of our leaders who are women, and we take pride in that. So for us, it is extremely important to be diverse and inclusive. And we do not have any apprehension or anything to say that we will not be diverse. We are an extremely diverse organization by the nature of our business, and also by the virtue of the culture that we are setting, right top down or even bottom up from the organization. So for us, it's an extremely important principle and charter, and our credo, like I said, speaks about it, and we adhere to it. So thank you. Looking forward to the discussions today.
This is a discussion on increasing women's performance in your companies. We'd like you to talk about an initiative taken by your company that has been successful in increasing the number of women rising in your workplace. So specific L&D programs, leadership development programs, or any other initiatives to increase the rise of women to senior levels. If I could ask Pradnya Desai of Accenture to go first.
I would just like to call out a few specific programs, in terms of retaining and developing women in specific in the corporation. We cut across all the bands, right from the junior most band to the senior most band. We have curated programs that we have some of our employees participate in. We of course have a learning and development charter for the entire organization. But what we have seen very interesting statistics, in terms of participation rates for some of the online learning, opportunities that we provide to our employees, whether it is LinkedIn Learning or Pluralsight, Harvard Management, is that 100% utilization by our women employees, which is very heartening to see, which basically says that they have the intent and the interest to upgrade and upskill themselves. That is a very good intent that we see. And that's also a lot of nudge as an organization that we provide to them. When it comes to, leadership development, we have a program called the New Leader Academy. And right now it's virtual because of the nature of the business we are all in due to COVID and the pandemic. The virtual New Leader Academy, again, is an area where you have an introduction to new leadership. People who are just becoming leaders and managers in their roles get acquainted to leadership skills. Now, in this area, you see that, again, we see a significant improvement or increase in women participation compared to men. In putting their hands up and saying, I would like to be a new leader. So I think a lot of encouragement and excitement from the women in the organization. But the large fact of that remains that as an organization, as a culture, that we have enabled this for them to be able to participate in these programs. Now, if you really look at a variety of things that we do as an organization, adding to what Pradnya said, we have a bunch of programs that drive specifically on making sure that there is, curated programs for women to take out some of the innovations that they bring to the table. While we as an organization believe that a woman or a man is equal, but the point is that, given their social backgrounds, given their upbringing, given a variety of other factors, there may be some inhibition. So we do have various forums. There is a forum called Women Association of Verizon Employees, where very senior women leaders chair those sessions, and many of our women employees participate, ask questions, talk about their inhibitions, talk about their challenges, overcome some of those issues. And these leaders, and not only women, this is also senior men who sit in the panels and help them understand how to navigate, the corporate social system or the ecosystem. Because a lot of women, as we know it, hold back. They have the talent, but some of them hold back for whatever reasons, and as we just discussed. So we have forums like that where you get to sit with the senior leadership teams, understand what it is. We have a very robust mentor program. We have a very robust sponsorship program for women. In fact, I am a proud sponsor of women leaders in the organization. One of the reasons why I am sitting in this table today and talking about this is because we thought right from the top of the house, we need to talk about it and make sure that everybody understands that diversity is not only for the sake of discussion, but it actually means a lot for the corporation. Now, there are a bunch of other programs that we run. For example, there's a program called Tech Makers. This is specifically curated for women who are in the technology field, as we are a tech organization. What we have also seen, as you heard from various panelists before me, that there is a dearth of women choosing to work in the STEM areas or technology space. But it is very encouraging to see more and more of them coming into the fray right now. But the Tech Makers program within Verizon actually creates the opportunity for women to participate in the technology arena. We encourage women. For example, a lot of our women, write papers and participate in the Grace Hopper, event. We have a bunch of our women who have been, who have won laurels for us in the Emerging Women in IT, forum, and also a variety of other forums that we have participated in. We also see robust participation of women in creating patents within the organization, which actually what we have seen as a trend, as a trend is increasing. And we encourage that with a lot of, sponsorship to them, and also, of course, to the entire organization. But what we're seeing as a very heartening trend is the participation of women in coming up and writing industry papers, technology papers, and also participating in patents. We have a very robust skill transformation program. We also have a very shared learning programs where we bring people together, a lot of in-house hackathons. And again, participation is increasing among women. What we saw initially when we used to do these events was the participation was about 10 to 15% women employees, but now it's gone to 30, 36%. Very heartening to see that kind of things. Now, last but not the least, we have curated a very, brand new program right now. We call it Women of the World. Now, this is a program that is curated where around 1,500 women across globe for Verizon come together. It's a two-stage program. The women have to write, a self-nomination document, and then they get to participate in this program. Ideally, this program would have been an in-person event in any of our offices across the globe, but because of the pandemic, we are doing it virtually right now. It is a 12 months of virtual experiential learning program. We are dedicating 12 months worth of investment, and each of these sessions are curated by very senior leaders in the organization. And that gives these women across the band structure, across the strata of the hierarchy in the organization, an opportunity to experience, learn, and participate with senior leadership of the organization. And when I say senior leadership, this actually literally means CEO -1 and CEO himself. So I think a lot of this is being curated specifically for some of these, goals and objectives that we have. But by and large, as an organization, very heartening to see. And we also have one of our senior leaders from India, I think, speaking in one of your sessions, subsequent sessions. Her name is Kritika. We have a very robust, in the technology field, 33% of our leaderships at the director level are actually women today. And I'm speaking about Verizon in India specifically. If you took it about a few years back, it was literally zero. So what we have come, we have come a long way in making sure that the women in the organization are able to grow within the organization, take larger responsibilities, take leadership roles, and present themselves as role models for the other women in the organization. And these women by no means, are lesser than any man. They are amazing people. They have been leading large programs for us. In fact, as a telecom company, we pioneered the launch of 5G. And a lot of that work gets done in India. And I can proudly say that some of that is actually led by women leaders in our office right here in India. So yes, they are there, they're making an impact, they're leaving their fingerprint on the business. I'm very encouraged to see that. A lot more to do, of course, for them, but we have a variety of programs like I just spoke about to cater to that. And we are very encouraged by what we are seeing in this space.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing all of that, Vijay. That's amazing. Amazing to see how, well, to have 33% women in leadership itself is a good number at this current stage of the world.